Hey humans, how's it going? Today, let me school you on kind of the situation I'm looking at here with the Epiphone. The Epiphone's right here behind me. I'll show you what it's looking like. It's an innocent mistake, but it's a mistake, and I made a mistake. As you can see, there is something that is missing along all this, and I left it out on purpose because I never found an image with it on. For those of you that own guitars and that build guitars, the thing that you're probably looking for, or even if you haven't, the thing that's missing is dot inlays along the side, little indicators of the fret that you were on. And I deliberately left it off. I'll admit it. I deliberately left it off because I never could find an image of what size dots they were, what colors, what design. And I'll be honest with you, it's an Epiphone. It's an early Epiphone. It's probably dot inlays. It's probably using the color black, or something like that. And they probably put a double dot on the 12th fret, That's what happens. So thank you for tuning in very much. I'm going to go ahead and get started on this. All right, everybody. So here's the guitar. Hopefully we got a decent angle where you can kind of see. I know you probably can't see what I've done here, but I went ahead and I've already marked real lightly with some graphite here the spots that I'm wanting to put the inlays in. It looks pretty darn good here as far as it goes. I'll show you what it looks like. I've marked it really, really light. They're just space savers. That's all they're doing. So I just got it kind of a little dot there in the center. I'm not going to touch this bad boy at the 12th fret. I'm just kind of put a bar right there for now, and I'm going to come back and touch him up a little bit later because, like I said, that's a different beast. I'm going to be trying to do something real wonky with that dude. But right now, I want to go ahead and get this next step underway now that I have my spots picked out that I want everything placed at. I've got this white sheet of paper here so that I can see these things. They're tiny, man. They're really tiny. These are the pre-poked dots that I had. I just took like a leather punch. Got them labeled here, Epiphone dots inlay on it. And let's go ahead and open up the bag here. The problem, and it's not really a problem. That's probably not the right way to say it. I have punched out far more than what I need because I'm going to sneeze or something, or I'm going to laugh really hard, and they're going to go flying across the room. But if you can see these things are itty bitty, man. They are so tiny, and I mean, some of them are almost clear in their design. Some of them have a little bit more color and life to them than others. I've always been a fan of kind of the clear myself. I kind of like that look. But anyways, that's neither here nor there. All right, guys, so here's where we're at right now. I've went ahead and I've made my dots. I know they're not in the screen right now, but yep, there they are. I slide them over a little bit. So I've taken the plastic off of them. They're ready to go and everything. I'm going to slide these back over here out of the way. Here's the next step, and this is the one that scares the living daylights out of me. Because this binding's already here. It's clear coated. So if I screw up, it's replacing the entire binding, refinishing this thing. Not super stoked. I'm a little bit worried. But here's what I'm going to do. I've got this metal burr, really fine tip. Very, very fine tip. I'm going to put it through the Dremel tool. I'm going to turn it down. I'll probably turn it up really high so that it cuts well. I am then going to take and just simply, barely, ever so carefully, score through the lacquer on the spot that I'm wanting to cut through. Maybe score a little bit into the plastic itself. From there, I'm going to just do one at a time on this. I'm going to be really careful. I'm then going to go with this little drill bit. It's itty bitty bitty, and it actually doesn't fit inside my Dremel tool, even though it's made for it. I'm going to go in by hand and kind of perfect the hole because this is not perfect. It's cone shaped. And then I'm going to go back. Here's the final size. This is the actual size of the dots themselves. And then I will kind of go in and actually make it the depth and the size by hand that I want. I don't know if that'll work. That's what I'm going to try first. I just don't want to go down too deep at all. And it turned out really messy. But wish me luck. Here we go. All right, that's it, man. I'm not gonna get greedy. I just carved down through until I saw some little bits of plastic coming out. That's what I wanted. It's now time for the next size bit right here. And I've kind of got it centered where I want it. And I'm gonna take it and we're gonna try and just twist it and slowly grain out what I'm wanting to keep. And that's it. I do not want to go in deep with this at all. I may have to put some tape on this just so I can get a better grip on it. But I'm going to take this real slow. And I know other people are probably watching this, you other luthiers and you different people, and you're like, man, what you doing that for? I'm a little off center. I'm going to go back and try and center it up some. Like I said, none of this is perfect, but I do want to try my best to make it as perfect as humanly possible. Yeah, so we're going back and forth here, back and forth, back and forth. Life is good, and that's all. That ain't too bad. Shoo! Did you see that? Ah! Woo! Too close for comfort. Nope. Nope, not comforted with that. No way. Okay, I definitely have a really good mark there. But this is not cutting the way I had hoped, which is kind of sad. Let's check our dot here. I've got my little forceps, my little tweeze. I'm gonna tweeze a little here. Put them in the dot. Let's see how we're doing size-wise. It ain't good enough. It's not big enough. All right. It is not big enough. Definitely not. It's close. Very, very close, but it is not big enough. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop this video for now, and I'm going to rethink my situation. I will be back with you whenever I have a new idea.